Hello and welcome to Lethe? I don't know. Also, I don't know if this is even the demo. I'm unsure because if you check out the link in the description below, I don't know if they're still finishing the game because the last comment was like 45 days ago. And it's when I downloaded this, it didn't say anywhere that's a demo. So I don't know how many parts I'm going to do of this, either a full playthrough of this or just one or two parts of this demo, if it is a demo, I'm not sure. But to give you an idea what this game is, I don't know much about it, honestly. But it's another game found on itch.io, which I've been finding a couple that I'm going to be recording that's from itch.io. But this is it's another visual novel game, and I guess the idea behind this is that you're playing someone with amnesia, and so I guess it's supposed to take you through the process of how someone with amnesia is like, the recovery process. So I think that's what this is about. That's how it seems they've explained it in their description in the link, which you go check out. I'm probably being terrible explaining it. But anyways, let's get right on to this. And also, for you, it's fairly full screen, but for me, it's a very tiny screen. So something wasn't right. Your chest felt tight. You blinked slowly, adjusting to the light that surrounded you. Alright, I should probably say what father got me interested in this was that, well, besides it for some reason being about amnesia, the art style kind of interests me. And apparently, if this is the demo, all the music is being used from Kevin MacLeod, which I already used on his music anyway, so I'm good. So, sure enough, something wasn't right. You could tell you were in a hospital, in a gown, patient. But why? Hello? Can you hear me? The sound was clearly a voice, and you looked toward it with certainty. A doctor, someone to give you answers. Can you tell me your name? Oh, fuck, I had to give a name? Shit. Did they not? No, I don't know. They didn't give the character a name on the website. I don't know. Could I just have that? I don't know. I don't know. That's how you spell no. God damn it. You know what? We're gonna use my character name that I tend to use. Kevin. Oh, there's a character. My name is Kevin. Your voice was raspy, and you cleared it quickly, expecting more questions. Eyes focused on the doctor. You retrieved a bit of information of your own, Dr. Quinn. How are you feeling right now? Tired? You look to your arm, hooked to an IV. The faint scratches of pen on paper soothe your aching head. You know where you are. Following the IV with your eyes, you registered the doctor's voice, but felt almost annoyed by the question. You wonder if the heart monitor showed it. I'm guessing a hospital? The doctor paused their writing to look more intently at you, and you fail to return the stare. Do you know why you are here? She seems to not give a damn what's happening. No. Finally, something to get the conversation somewhere. I don't really remember much past going to sleep last night, so... You lifted your arm and then felt a sharp, muscular pain. Instantly drawn to look at it, you were rendered mute by the flowering bruises? What was I? No part of the present? Ah, I sucked speaking. No part of the present made sense to you, and you racked your brain for answers. The startling pace of the machine beside you broke your concentration, and you watched the doctors disable the alarm. Alarm? What do you remember before you went to sleep? What was there to remember? My parents just talked to me about their vacation and I went to bed? If you were in a hospital, where are they right now? The silence drew thin before the doctor let her arms fall to her sides. What day is it today? Sunday? Where are my parents? You were becoming impatient with the doctor's feigned ignorance to your panic. Do you remember the date? The 3rd of July? Your hands gripped the sheets tightly, unsure of whether something had befallen your parents or not. The doctor had only written something down and seemed to be more interested in the papers than your anxieties. My parents. Where are my parents? The doctors looked up to you and then frowned lightly. I have a few things I have to tell you, Kevin. She relaxed her grip on the clipboard and let her arms relax slightly. Your parents are currently on vacation. That's not possible. They were leaving in a few weeks. Your mind raced with questions you can't voice in time, and a sharp pain ran through your head. That, and you are a bit behind. The date today is the 31st of July. So a whole month has passed? You sat open-mouthed, unsure what information to process. It appears to me that you have retrograde amnesia. Is that a good-ish amnesia? I don't know. I don't know the different, levels of amnesia. The first instinct you had was to laugh. Then to take a shaky breath, you just had to ask, is this a joke? The doctor gave you a steady stare in return. I'm afraid not, Kevin. What is that retrograde amnesia? Is amnesia affecting your recollection? Continuing to live shouldn't be any hassle, but you might find it difficult to remember anything between your last memories and today. The words you were muddling together even as you tried your best to pay attention. From the 3rd? Yes. But how? There are many ways one can become an amnesiac, but in your case it appears to be a head trauma. Lost speaking! A moment of silence passed before the weight of the words settled down on you. Something bad happened to you. You didn't just wake up here. So these bruises, did I get hit by a car? You're unsure of what answer you expected, and you adjusted your grip on the sheets. From what I'd been told, you fell from a rooftop at a party? Taking into consideration the distance you were said to have fallen, the injuries you have sustained are nearly the bare minimum. I would consider you lucky. Lucky? Your head spun around that word. The pain you felt in your... So, what? So, a party and we fell. How high was the fall? The pain you felt in your body, in each muscle, and in your head, that was lucky. I don't understand. I'm not sure what you were referring. You felt your attention lapsing. I'm afraid there isn't much we could do to push forward the progress of the healing process. While we can sign you out today, there will be a few more appointments scheduled to check the progress of recovery. But I'll recover, right? What you thought would be an instant answer came delayed. It is highly likely you should regain all of your memories, but there is always a chance that the memories themselves have been damaged. Even those who cannot remember go on to lead happy, healthy lives. Felt sick. I need to run past administration before we could give you final once over for release. Until then, we'll allow visitors. Are the visitors for me? With your parents going on vacation, you racked your brain for answers, but came up blank. We'll have to let them in Paris, so we don't crowd the room. Oh, in Paris. Paris. What am I thinking? Well, okay, so in Paris. Got it. Not Paris, Pears. The doctor began to walk away, and you only sat back, unable to process the Breadeth? What? Is that a word? Breedeth? Breadeth? What? Breadeth? What? I don't. Am I stroking? I don't know. Process of the breadth of what you've been told. When the doors opened again, you looked up to see your visitor, and your breath caught. Police? Correct. I am Caleb, and this is Joe. Hi, Joel. Okay. Good morning, Kevin. You managed a nod and just accepted your stupor. The doctor just informed us your state, so we shouldn't take too long. We only have a few questions. Okay, I'll do what I can. What were you supposed to say? What were they here for? You didn't even have answers for your own questions. Friday night, do you have any recollection of it? No. Matt took a breath, and you watched the two of them share a look before nodding. Are you aware of what happened? Besides the party and falling off? No. Oh, first of all, just the doctor said I fell at some party, but I have no idea what was going on or why. Both officers shot a concerned look. You weren't the only one who fell. What? The only one? There was someone else on the roof? What do you mean? There was an accident that we are looking into regarding the death of another Oh, someone died. Death? The idea itself took you off guard. We understand how alarming this must be if you can't remember. Pause after her words was filled with your anxieties and your quiet understanding. Well, I'll be keep in touch with the doctor and some of the other involved students, so don't push yourself too hard. Thank you for your time. No problem, I guess? Okay, so what's happened? It has become a mystery. Nah, just mystery game. Idly, you felt your fingers tapping. God damn, I was really happy. You felt your fingers tapping at the sheets that had been bailed into your fists. Tears pricked at your eyes, and you felt close to nauseous. What am I meant to do? Your memories were important. Something bad happened the last time you've been awake. What? Okay, I don't... Circus music does not help in any way. Oi, move over. Want to be in front. Okay. Your mouth fell open as you recognized your childhood friend, Jaden. Alongside another guy you didn't recognize? Alright, you're awake, that's great. But you can't help but look between the two with a sense of unease. Jane gave the other guy occasional glare, then you felt uncomfortable. What? This went from... What? What's going on? As I'm understanding you, Jane took a breath and cleared his throat. I came here to visit my dear childhood friend, and this other guy here won't leave. Whoever they were, seemed unperturbed, and you watched Jane's clear, distant play across his face. What? It's okay, I guess? What else were you meant to say? I have no clue. There was an extended silence before things seemed to have calmed down. Well, yeah, this is Kevin MacLeod. Well, how are you doing? Jane has his usual demeanor, and it relaxed you. It seems strange that you were in a hospital bed right now when he was as biased as always. I'm okay, just a little sore all over. Hold on, me do something. This is loud as hell. Okay, I think that's better. It's just very loud for my ears. So anyways. Oh, lucky. I was sure your head was going to be twice its normal size. You should have seen what you looked like the other day. I don't think that's a good way to look at the situation. You grimaced and wrinkled your nose before sighing. Did you hear from the doctor? About the amnesia thing? Yeah, it sounds pretty weird. What did the police have to say? Are they suspicious? The tone went from questioning to teasing in short bursts. And you felt off-kilter, trying to keep up. They didn't say much, I guess. Not remembering isn't very helpful. I mean, it doesn't help anyone. How bad is it? You still remember me, right? His face went to a round O before he grinned. You remember me, right? Of course, I don't forget everything, you know. How much, though? What have you forgotten? His eyebrows raised and fell in the time it took for him to speak, and you felt an awkward smile fall across your face. How would I know what I've forgotten? Took a breath of... Well, that is true. I could... Yeah. I remember the 3rd of July, but nothing after that. Whoa. The sound he made confused you, and he tilted his head for a moment before grinning. You're so going to fail the test. That's the least I'm worried about. Small sounds came over the room, and you felt cartoonist by the silent guy. Yeah, who is he? Speaking of which, do you have any idea why Cameron just invited himself? Oh, his name's Cameron? Ooh. The silence stretched out, and James shot the guy next to him a look. And he's looking away now. Ouch, Owen got forgotten. Your face heated up as you realized the circumstance. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Not your fault. His words were simple, and though you still felt bad, it really did seem like he didn't mind. Yeah, I feel like I should be giving them voices at this point. Feeling like trying to figure out what would be the best voice for them. There was a pause before Jane made an exchange, sighed, and stared the guy down. Oh, come on. He doesn't even remember you. Why are you still here? Oh. Dan's words weren't in question, and you felt quiet as his rudeness? At his... I stuck. Don't remember knowing the guy, but seemed like maybe you had? Now Jane turned to look toward you. Seriously, it's just a bother. I had to talk with this guy just standing there watching. It's creepy. I mean, wait, see if the guy defends himself or tell him to shut up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, don't know. Wait to see if the guy defends himself. Jan, shut up already. I don't know. The room went quiet and you saw the shock clearly on Jane's face. Then he grinned? You think you're top shit, huh? Thought maybe being able to see me was enough. Ah yes, my dear childhood friend, being a victim again. Shut it already. Well, it's friendly, so it's fine. There was laughter in the air, for moments before things resumed. Anyway, it's gonna be awkward when you get back to the apartment. Confusion practically radiated off of you. What? Don't you remember, do you? I thought I'd just be going back to my parents' house. Jan laughed for a moment before he shook his head. You've been staying with me. Once again, you came up blank. You don't remember anything like that. Jan looked between the other guy and you before shaking his head, muttering, You two could have a competition, I swear. You have amnesia, so what if you don't remember? You lost a bet to me, and you owe me. So don't even try to run away. What? Feeling somehow like this was exactly the kind of thing you'd expect from you only sighed. You're painful. Speaking of which, are you getting out of here today? Remembering the conversation earlier, you nodded. Doctor says she's ordering the test to let me out? What the hell do you think those are? He shook his head and then looked dead toward the other guy, Cameron. Still there staying quietly. I gave my friend a drink. Don't try any funny shit while I'm gone. There was no answer, but Jan gave you a stern look as well. One you interpreted as to mean, don't let him. You almost wanted to ask what you were meant to do if he did try. Moving it all was painful enough. Just more dot. Okay, I'll just be standing here quietly staring at each other. Rorschach again, you looked to Cameron, who took the opportunity to move. Oh, okay. What were you meant to do now? Is there anything I've forgotten that you want to tell me, like a debt or something? The sarcasm rolled off your tongue too quickly for you to catch it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. You looked away even though Cameron didn't seem to care. Sure, you had no idea what was going on, and for all you know, you were being manipulated, but... what kind of an astral reflex was that, anyway? Does it hurt? Surprised you looked back to Cameron. What? Your throat. Holding a hand up to reflectively, you pressed and thought for a moment. Not really, I don't even feel that thirsty. Casting a look at the door, you frowned. Well, it's a quiet game. Okay. Thanks for visiting me? Silence stretched on. Why did you, I wanted to make sure you were okay. Oh, speaking. What? I didn't click it. What? And you moved. As if obeying Jan's unspoken command, Cameron shifted back. Okay? I'm very curious on him. Like, what does he have to do with anything? I just got you water. I don't even know if you drink anything hot. You could smell the coffee emanating from his cup from where you were. Thanks. Sipping at the water just to fill your mouth, you looked idly between the two men. So, you just know something was coming and you swallowed to prepare for it. How long does it take for someone to just go talk? Are you that impatient? I mean, this has been constant speaking for me. I'm getting tired already. So, you've already been here for an entire day. I'm tired of waiting. Did I sleep an entire day? And Jan sighed and then shrugged. They had you under something, said you woke up, but you were out of it. You wondered about that. You certainly don't remember waking up. In any case, that meant Cameron had been here yesterday too, probably. The door swung open and you watched as the same doctor as before it entered. Well, it looks like things are lively in here. I mean, like, there's still just music playing that makes it lively. Your attention switched as another person entered the room. Unfortunately, I'm going to ask you two to leave the room until the tests are completed. Then I'm sure Kevin will be with you. Cameron didn't take long at all to listen while Jane made a short puff. Grabbing the wrong thing for water. Well, I have my answer. That's another doctor? Turning your attention back to the doctor, you looked up nervously to the new person. This is your nurse, Mark. He'll run you through the physical, so just leave it with him. I'll be running your paperwork as soon as he's done. Alright. You had no idea how to respond, but the doctor took your response well. Marked off on her paper and left. Hello. As you heard, I'm Mark. Forced a smile as he spoke and wished for the process to be over as soon as possible. I mean, like, we've been here for about 20 minutes, 25, I don't know, just still in the same area. So, he forced a smile as he spoke, and wished for the process to be over as soon as possible. Huh? Wait, what? What was that menu? Was that just a loading screen? Okay. This room. While it was true it had changed from the usual empty spare to a living space, you felt weary. Slowly you investigate, mildly surprised each time you found something of yours. Look through the drawers. The drawers next to the... Is that drawers? I'm confused. The drawers next to the desk. You were left mute by the papers that litter the inside. It looked like your handwriting, but when had you ever studied this hard? Sitting down, you took a moment to focus on your breathing. Enough time had passed from traveling between the hospital to Jane's apartment for you to come to terms with the present. But everything seemed so wrong, so fake, you can't help but constantly wonder if things were just set up. Jane stepped into the room and looked around. You could tell he had something to say, and you sighed. What are you doing? You settled in yet? Somewhat incentive, okay? It still doesn't feel right. Jane took a moment before speaking again. Well, I'm getting hungry, you know? What are we doing for dinner? Anne smiled as though you said the right thing. Okay. It's more like, what are you doing for dinner? You drew a blank. I don't understand. So, are we the one that cook? You make dinner. It's been that way since the start. It was part of the bet. Okay. So, never mind. Jane looks so sure of himself you can't be bothered arguing. You know... Oh, hold on. My chair's stepping on the wire. So... Who knew if it was true you didn't have the energy to fight it? Just let me get to the kitchen. Shall we go and know every part of the room now? You'd looked around the kitchen too. Something about it was off, but you couldn't put your finger on it. The cupboard and the fridge are filled with things you would usually use to cook, but you sure as hell didn't remember putting any of it there. When did you get all the stuff? You called out to Jane in the other room. What stuff? The groceries. Oh, that. He appeared in the kitchen, spooking you slightly. We both went shopping. You picked the stuff, I just buy it. That felt strange to you. It's the sort of thing that a couple would do rather than a friend. Isn't that weird to you? Jane gave you a strange look in return of your words. It's not like you get enough money to even look after yourself. You're like a pet. Jeez. Shook your head, half to clear it and half to signal your displeasure. Pepper. Just pepper. Alright, out of the kitchen. Shoo. Continuing to explore, you compare the current condition to what you remembered. It was much similar to your parents' house now. Maybe you really had been here and moved it to make it yourself more comfortable. It was a relieving feeling to put the pieces together, and you set to work making dinner. Okay. Dinner. Your gym. Moving to you, laughing lightly. Well, you haven't forgotten how you call. I think that's something I will always get right. But more about habits. Hey, do you know anything about me studying? Jan looked up from the plate you received to pull a questioning face. What do you mean it's not like I watch you? It's just weird. It looked like I've been studying a lot more than I thought I ever would. Jan shook his head. I don't really know anything about it. I don't particularly care either. Oh, okay. Sighing, you went to sit down with him. Hopefully having something to eat would help relax you. Now we're back in our room again. You had thought right. Having some food did help relax you, but as soon as you re-entered the room, your anxieties came back. On top of the alien room, you'd return to school tomorrow regardless of how prepared you felt. And then you looked at the drawers. It looked like something big had changed between what you remembered and what you'd forgotten. Unsure what on earth could have changed enough for something like that to have happened, you lay down. Oh, okay, we're just going to sleep now. At the least, you hoped you'd be well rested enough to endure. And now it's morning. Yeah, that is just a long turn. Okay. It was morning already. You felt as though you hardly rested, but you looked to the cupboard inside. No point lounging around. It wasn't as those memories were going to appear any more likely here than at school, and you needed to desperately catch up. Remembering Jane's words about a test only fueled your anxieties. You don't even know what the test is about, so I'll be bad. Time to go. You go to school exhausted and in pain. Jam bothers you all morning and into the first period. You spend half the class searching desperately through textbooks and the other half defeated. Even after first period had ended, you felt nauseous. In only one class, the moment of things you didn't understand was tremendous. On top of it all, you had sports snacks and no idea how to deal with it. Would you fake sick? Tell the teacher? Deal with it? Would you even be any use if you played? For a while after class, you lay your head on the desk and drowned out the warning bell with your groans. Ah. Ah. What was my groan? Ah. Ah, my neck. That actually hurt my neck. I won't do that again. You said you just wanted to go through as much as possible. By that, you meant lunch. You wanted to make it to lunch. You make your way to sports class, dragging your feet. Oh, and he goes to the same school. Okay. How? You look between both guys who refuse to look at each other in the eye. Jaden, you could understand being here, he was in your class. But Cameron wasn't. Why are you here, Cameron? You didn't want to offend him, but you wanted to break the silence. Sadly, you realize the fault in your plan. Okay. Well, I think I've gone far enough for this part. Well, unless I happen to record a bit more, and I find out it's the end of the demo, if this even is a demo. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video, click the like or up button. If you want to see more, probably visual novel shit and more story-ish stuff, because that's what I've been doing lately. Got the subscribe or follow button if you got anything to say about whatever hell is going on between these guys, or something. Say something in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Comrades!